up, YouTube? I'm in Beckley, West Virginia. Just had to run and hit the bathroom ASAP to see what the shirt say, right? So I'm gonna give you some advice that I learned the hard way. When you get out here on this motherfucking road, don't be trying to come out here and just eat any or everything, or just cause that tamale look good, you gonna fuck it up. Stay away from that shit. Eat and stick with what you know. Motherfucker ask me like, what you want when I go in the store? The chicken. Like Dave Chappelle said, the chicken. Yeah, give me the motherfucking chicken. You know why? Because I know what that chicken gonna do to my stomach. I know what that's gonna do to my stomach. I know about how long I got before I have to go to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? What you want out of the gas station? A motherfucking Little Debbie. You know why? Because I've been mastering the motherfucking Little Debbies in my tummy for over 37 years. So yeah, leave me with the motherfucking Little Debbie. You know? I'm straight, I'm cool with that. You fuck up when you start eating and drinking shit that you don't necessarily eat or drink. I ate a donut recently. I don't usually fuck with them donuts, right? That donut fucked me up. I mean, I'm in a truck like waiting 10 minutes. I'm doing 70 miles an hour around a motherfucking mountain curve. 70 miles an hour around this fucking curve, right? Dangerous as hell. But it's either that or shit on myself or pull over on the side of the mountain and take a shit. That shit is crucial. Don't be eating all that fancy shit. Don't be eating all that motherfucking mixed up, thrown together shit that they be having at these truck stops. And leave that shit alone. Unless you a truck stop gangster. If you a truck stop gangster and you one of them motherfuckers who sit up in there and that's all you do is chit chat with the ladies in the truck stop about what all the other truckers ain't doing, then by all means, you got nothing but time. But if you out here on this road and you getting money, you got to drive 4, 8, 5 hours, some shit like that. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. Because you going to be in a real bad situation. Real fast. So, that's just a warning from me. And anytime I try to go, like my cousin say, go against the grain on that, I ended up in a bad situation like I was just in now. I mean, I'm going around like this. Because I ate some shit that I know I wasn't supposed to eat. Yeah, some of this stuff may not be healthy for me, but I know that it'll fulfill me and it won't send me to the bathroom. It may not even be the best tasting thing that I get, but I know that it's going to fulfill me long enough to run for 4, 6, 8 hours, or however legally I can run, how I may need to run. That's what I know what it's going to do. So therefore, that's why I stick to things that I know, because it's a bad situation, I'm telling you. And you'll know, because you get to certain places and you'll smell it. It smell like piss, it smell like shit, because somebody didn't make it. They ate that fancy shit that they saw that looked nice and good on the menu right there at the truck stop. Leave it alone. It ain't for everybody. Unless you got that iron stomach, it ain't for everybody. Trust me. I'm here to tell you. I dealt with that and I learned that shit the hard way. You know. And actually, when I first came in, I kind of stuck to that. Like, man, I'm gonna eat this because I know it ain't gonna mess with my stomach, you know? And I kind of always stuck to that, but every once in a while, cousin or somebody like, man, you know, I ate this or this or that. Man, you ever try this at that Flying J? And I'm like, man, let me give it a little shot. Wrong. You can't do that. You can't do what day cabbers do. That's what Jay Bird. You can't do what day cabbers do. You know, day cabbers, yeah, they can all eat this. They can eat a full-fledged meal every motherfucking 2-3 hours. They day cabbing around town. You know, but if you over the road, you can't do that shit. You don't have that fucking luxury. Okay? You don't have that fucking luxury. That's a luxury they got. That's a luxury they got. They could get to go home every night. You know, that's a luxury. They get to fucking eat whatever they want, because they're gonna be in the bathroom here and there. That's a luxury they got. You know. Now they pay for that luxury. You better believe they pay for that luxury, because them day cabins ain't gonna make what you make. They ain't. You know. Then they gonna have to sit in a hell of a lot more traffic than you might have to sit in the traffic. You know. So that's the difference. That's the difference. They got a set amount of hours that they need to get from here to there. You know, I got the set amount of hours I need to get from here to there too, but I got way more cushion than they got. So, for instance, my cousin to tell you, I never liked going to PA. I hated PA. Just hated PA, man. Couldn't stand PA with a passion, because when we first started trucking, it was real bad, man. I-80 was bad going from Iowa all the way to PA, man. And I-80 is a truck eater. Anytime it snow on I-80, just drill down there and see how many fucking trucks you see. Look and see how many trucks you see in the ditch on I-80, because it's a motherfucking truck eater. You know, you got black ice always on 80. You got blowing snow, and then another thing that people don't know, they come through Iowa and they get hit with that motherfucking crosswind coming across that farmland, and you know, they thinking, oh, only Chicago going to be the windy city. Nope, wrong again. You got fucking that farmland ain't shit catching that wind, so it's coming right past and knocking this fucking truck like whoo. It catch a lot of people off guard. And then when it's snowing, black ice, man, hey, don't take my word for it. Just take a cruise down I-80 after the snow or ice up one day. It ain't even got to be a heavy snow. We talking 1 inch, and see how many trucks is in there. You know, I was just down there. The first snow we got, I might have counted 10 trucks from Chicago to Iowa. 10 fucking trucks, and I don't know how many cars in the ditch. You know, and the double trailers, they seem like they be the first to go. Hate them damn things. They seem like they be the first to tip over. But you see these trucks in the ditch, and it's like, I don't even know what to say about it. I really don't. You know, because it's every snow, every ice, you see them, just tons of them. Pull the fuck over. If I can't see, guess what? I'm pulling the fuck over. And I couldn't see, and I was tired. That was a bad combination. So guess what I did? I pulled the fuck over and parked that motherfucker. I wait till this fucking clear up a little bit, or I see where I can at least see what's in front of my damn hood, because that's how bad the visibility was. Have I driven in that bad shit before? Yeah, I have. It was kind of stupid, but I have. I've drove on so much black ice going to PA, it's ridiculous. So now dry pavement is a blessing to me. It's a fucking blessing to drive on dry pavement. People are like, oh man, you don't mind going to the mountains and this and that. Is it dry? Nah, hell no, man. I love PA. Shit, that was my second home for a minute. You know, who Casanova say? He said, in this game, you got to do shit that you don't necessarily want to do. And I didn't want to be over in PA. I did. I couldn't stand PA. And I had to change my mindset, because I saw like, man, it's way more opportunities over here by being in PA. You got New York, you got Maryland, you got New Jersey, and you got PA itself. And you got a lot of opportunities to where you don't even have to go far to earn your paycheck. You know, depending on how you're getting paid. If you're getting paid by the mile, you're getting paid by the percentage, whatever. But obviously the percentage is better. And you don't have to go far. And I'm like, oh man, I could make just as much money and do just as little work. I just got to learn my way around PA. And I I found my little niche, and it was York, PA. I'm like, man, I like this shit here. I like this. This is smooth. I could go here. I know to leave at this time. Ain't no traffic over here. I know where the lanes clog up at. I know who pay. I know who take how long to unload me, just from running that for like a month or two. People call me, where you at? Pennsylvania. That's where I'm at. I'm in PA. I'm like, damn, you might as well live out there. Yeah, I might as well. But it's what paid. You know, it what didn't pay was me going all the way over to PA and then getting a backhaul back to the Midwest. That shit didn't pay. It's like, what? And I can make the same amount of money going fucking 100 miles up the road as I can make going all the way back to the Midwest. So it's like, man, it pays sometimes to stay in an area instead of trying to always run home. This is what I learned, you know. So, and it's a direct reflection. I see it in my paycheck. So I'm like, oh man, I made this much. Oh shit, I ain't making a whole lot of nothing right now. Child support take everything, but besides the point, I was able to stack and not work as hard, you know, out here driving, and you tired. I don't care if you did lay down for 10 hours or 8 hours, or hell, there's been time I lay down for 14, 16 hours, just passed out because I was running and grinding so hard, just running hard as hell. And when I finally sit down and lay down 16 hours, wasn't enough, because the sleep that I get in this truck ain't gonna be the same as sleep that I'm gonna get in the house until I adapted, if you will, to where I'm like, you know what? I got to make this my own. I had to make the truck my own, you know? And yeah, I may not own it outright, but I need to start doing things. Put a refrigerator in here, get a mattress topper, get a nice good pillow, get my favorite comforter, take my favorite comforter out of the house and put it in here. And so now I get better sleep in the truck than I do at the house. And what that does for me is I say, okay, man, now that you're getting better sleep in the truck, I shouldn't mind as much being in the truck. I got a little TV. Do I ever get to watch it? Hell no. But eventually I will. Eventually, there have been times where I got laid over. They wouldn't take the load for you know, a day or two, fucking with these distribution centers, you know, Dollar General, Walmart. I've been in them situations. So that's when them amenities come out to play, to where it's like, man, okay, you know, I could get on the phone, I could talk to my brother, I could play games, holler at my cousin, and them. They stay checking on me through Lowe's. They stay checking on me, hit me up on the phone, stuff like that, seeing where I'm at, making sure I'm all right, because man, we be in the middle of no fucking where. You hear what I'm saying? No fucking where. When I park this truck in places, sometimes it trust me, you know, anybody in their right mind wouldn't normally want to be parked there, you know. And sometimes I park right at the shipper because ain't no parking spots at the truck stop. Or you get to truck stops like this, a small truck stop. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's a small truck stop. It's not a very big one. So the parking, to get a parking space, you got to take the hard parking space. And then there was times where, like, I didn't know how to back. I didn't know how the alley dock worked, shit. You know, and I had other truckers save my life. It felt like they saved my life because I was so damn tired. I couldn't drive no more. I was just too damn tired. I was way past out of hours just from circling around trying to find a parking spot. And I don't even know how to back. And I had truckers, you know, because they'll do this. They'll sit up there and just look at you. Just look at you. You have 10 of them looking at you. Just looking at you. You have one guy, man, come out and help you. And then that dude looked like Jesus. I'm telling you, he looked like Jesus to you, because he just work with you and help you get your truck in, and he ain't looking for nothing, you know, it's just to help you out. And man, you park, you go to sleep, it's the best feeling in the world. Feel like somebody just saved your life, like you was stuck on the side of the damn road, and somebody came through and rescued you. That's how I feel when you got this big motherfucker and you know how to park it. Now, I don't worry about it. I know there's always a spot at the truck stop. I know there's a spot at the truck stop, always. It's just a matter of me, do I want to spend the time to back in there and get in there? And sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. It just depends on how I feel. You know, if I'm tired as hell, I'm like I can't see. If it ain't good lighting at the truck stop, guess what? I'm not necessarily gonna risk backing this damn truck in there. You know, it's not worth it. I do what's right to me. Some truckers, you know, I hear them on the CB. They might see me because I'm circling around or I'm doing this or I'm trying this spot out. Then I leave and they be talking shit, this, that, or talk all the fucking shit you want. But guess what? At the end of the day, my shit ain't wrecked, and I'm gonna be pulling away from this motherfucker. You know, you know, I don't let that shit get to me. You know, I don't let the shit that they be spewing on these CBs get to me. You know, it gets annoying. It gets annoying every damn major city I go through. You know, all I hear. It don't matter if it's 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 10 at night, midnight. It don't matter. I'm going through these damn cities. All I'm hearing, nigga, 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 nigga. Obama this and the government this, and it just gets, oh man, it just get annoying. I just keep the CB down. I just keep it down because it just get annoying. I get tired of hearing that shit. I get tired of hearing this shit. Look, I put tape over it and I keep the volume down. I leave it on for good purpose because I had a couple of truckers save me one time. I didn't know I was running a flat tire, and the trucker contacted me on the CB twice. Somebody helped me out like that. Like, man, hey, you got a flat. You know, that shit saved me because I was in the, if I would have kept going, I would have been in a real bad area. But I was actually close to the house, so I knew the area. I knew where I could go. I could get it changed. But if he didn't let me know, oh my god! And then on that particular day, it was black ice. Again, so it saved me a bunch of times, you know, and then it saved me having to get out in the cold and check in at some of these places. It saves me from truckers giving me advice like, hey, don't go down there, this road backed up, or hey, it's a cop coming up over this hill. I'm like, wow, I did, you know, smooth. And usually I don't speed, but it's sometimes, you know, you got that heavy load and you coming down that hill, that weight pushing you, and it may push you past your cruise. So it just helps you to be more mindful of your speed when you're coming over. And I believe the fucking DOT, I believe they know. They know that. That's why they park in them situations. They know. They know. And I think the cool ones will know, like, hey, man, you know, he probably a little heavy. You know, it probably pushed them over a little bit, and they might let you slide. But then the uncool ones ain't gonna think twice um about tagging your ass for that one. So you know, it's just my perspective. Let's put it like that. But you know, like I said at the beginning of the video, be mindful. Be very, very mindful of what the hell you eat out here. Be mindful. You know, if your stomach get tore up and you got diarrhea, you know, or whatever, and you got some little bug, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna be stopping every hour? Ain't no truck stop. Hell, sometimes it ain't nothing for ages or miles. And some truck stops you don't even want to go in. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's some truck stops. I'm gonna keep it moving. It's in a little town. It don't look right, and that's how I roll. I can roll by shit. If it look right, it looks safe, I'm doing it. Unless I'm in a bad situation, so I ain't got no choice. Then guess what? I'm gonna park it. You know, I'm gonna hit my cousin and them up, do lows with Jay Bird, and I'm gonna tell him like, man, hey, I need to get up at this time, man. Hit me up if y'all rolling or this, that, and other, or hey, I'm here, you know. And because man, this shit be looking like some shit out of what's that movie? The Bates, crazy motherfucker you be seeing. Like little house over in the corner, like that over there. I don't know if you can see it. You know, the shit be looking spooky, man. It be looking some spooky ass shit, you know. So, yeah, it's just my little thoughts, you know. As crazy as they may be, but it be shit out here happening. I be seeing it happen, you know. And I be glad that I listen to my first mind in a lot of cases. In a lot of cases, you know. So, and that's just a little piece of advice I want to pass on to y'all. Make sure, make sure you eating stuff that you're familiar with and that you know ain't gonna cause you no problem. Because if you down for a few days or down for a day or two, this, you know, as an owner, that's hurting. That's hurting. Even as a company driver, that's hurting. You know, because you gonna have to tough through it. I got migraines, but as an owner, you know, I gotta ignore that. I gotta keep a bottle of Advil. You know, it ain't my serious migraines that I usually get, but I got to keep that handy because I got to keep it moving. I got to keep going. You know, and yeah, I can't let that shit stop me from doing what I got to do. I got bills to pay. I got child support to pay. I got to get this shit over with, get it done with, get these motherfucking people off my back and keep it moving, because that's what the hell I do. So that's what I'm working on, and I got to get it fucking done, so I can start doing me and put myself in a situation to where I'm sitting pretty and doing what the hell I want to do, you know. And I don't got to worry about that goofy ass shit, you know. I see a lot of truckers. I follow a lot of truckers on here on YouTube. I follow Casanova Roar, Casanova 601, Trucker Brown. I follow Rolling with the Greens. I follow Miss Diva. The champ is on. The champ is on. Steve. I follow him. I follow. Man, there's so many of them. It's ridiculous. Texas trucker. I follow him. Um, I mean, that's what I do. I just follow. I play it. I play it in my phone, and I set the phone down. And basically all you gotta do is listen. That's the sweet thing about the trucker videos. You know they ain't about to really be showing you nothing, so that they just mainly talking. So it's just more or less like a vlog, and it helps. You know, it helps because I get tired sometimes listening to the Sirius XM Dusty channel, or you know, I might have listened to Madison or Karen Honda, my girl, you know. But it gets old listening to that Fox News, CNN. That shit get old, especially the news channel. That shit have you mad, you know, have mad as hell. So you know, I like to switch it up. I might listen to a lot of Joel Osteen, you know. Um, you know, like when I roll up here, I listen to a sermon or something from him, you know, and just mix it up. I can't listen to rap too long because it's just most of this new rap is such garbage. It's just ridiculous. Is more annoying than anything else, you know. So I can't put that garbage in my mind. I might be walking around talking like that, you know. I can't do it. So that's why I try to mix it up, you know, and put them different shows in and listen to the different truckers and stuff and see what they got going on, see what they running across, see what they recommending. Because man, it's a lot to learn. It's a lot to learn. You know, I've been at it for a little bit now, and all I've learned is it's a lot to learn. It's a lot to learn. It's more to it than just sitting behind this wheel and putting stop and go. There's way more to it. You got to be way more alert. I can't drive this truck if I'm not alert. If at any moment I feel like I'm not alert, I pull the fuck over. I pull the fuck over because it done snuck up on me at times, you know, to where I then just doze off, you know. If I can't daydream, because if I daydream, you know, again, before you know it, you might doze off, you know, or you're not paying attention. I have to be paying attention. I have to be watching my mirrors at all times. I have to be watching this trailer. I have to be watching in front of me. I have to be watching what this car about to do. I have to stay watching because every single time when I think that I can't, I see some dumb shit. I see somebody cut me off or do some goofy shit, come all the way from around me, cut me off, then jump off. Happens all the time. I had truckers do it to me, You know, I done had truckers fall asleep. Damn, they come right over it. I mean, within inches of my truck, run me off the road. You know, and I know they was going to sleep. And this was, you could tell these was experienced truckers. You know, experienced truckers. You know, they apologize on the CB. You know, I've been there. You know, so I understand that. But if I wasn't paying attention, I'd have been in a wreck. I should have been tore up. You know, so I'm conscious about it. I'm conscious how I park in these truck stops. You know, my truck is picture perfect in between the lines. I sit as far back as possible. I take all that extra little time, and people be looking at me like, man, why is this dude taking an extra 5 minutes when he already in the spot? I want to be picture perfect. I want to be out of the way. I want to have to only one truck on the side of me because I don't want no goofiness. I don't want somebody coming up and hitting my truck. And there's been times where it's been an open parking lot and I park over here or park over there and there's plenty of space and I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm cool. And then boom, got hit. You know, and I'm like, what the hell? I can't win for losing. I can't win for losing around here. So it just taught me like, man, no matter what, make sure your truck is in a position to where a goofy could get around you. A goofy could get around you because th- if you give them an opportunity, they gonna do it. They gonna hit you. Somebody gonna ram you. Somebody gonna scratch your truck. Somebody gonna do this and that. Yeah, it happened to me in a wide open parking lot. You know, so it's just little things that I be picky and petty about, and you know, a little bit anal about it. So you know, but like when I was talking to my brother would tell you, you know, it's like, man, yeah, we picky and we petty on shit, but we picky and we petty for a reason because that little shit could turn into a big shit real fast. You know, so you stop that little shit in the door. You know, you stop it in the door. You don't let it become something big. You know, if you got a leak in your house and it's just a little leak, you catch that shit now before that whole pipe burst. Cause guess what? It's gonna burst. So that's just my philosophy on why I'm so motherfucking picky and anal. You know, and hey, it works for me. You know. Um, I didn't grow up in the safest neighborhood. You know, haven't always had the safest jobs. You know, so being that much more alert, that much more picky, that much more observant, kept me out of shit. You know, I never had to worry about situations where I got hit from behind or jumped on or this thrown at me or any of this stuff because I'm always alert. I'm always mindful. I'm always looking at people, eyeballing them the eyeball, and anticipating what they think. You know, this is just what I did. So what I do, I've been doing it since a kid. You know, so you had to in my neighborhood. DVB, DVB, my best friend, he'll tell you. And if he don't tell you, my brother and everybody else will tell you. You know, uh, you had to be mindful where DVB was at. You had to be mindful where he was at, because he'll come out and get your ass, come or be on the roof with a Roman candle shooting down at you as you just woke up, getting the crust out your eyes, stepping out the door. He on the roof, on his grandma roof, shooting them Roman candles at you. he, but it was, it just taught me to be alert, even when you don't necessarily want to feel alert or feel like being extra alert or observant on things. Little stuff like that, you know, shootings break out, you know. It's like, damn, we at the church and it still happened, you know. So it just teaches you to be that much more focused on your surroundings than 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 um than a normal person would be, and and that you know just helps me, if you will, with the trucking, because I'm that much more observant to my surroundings. I'm watching when I'm fueling up. I'm watching. I haven't had anything happen, but I have a lot of fucking truckers look at me weird and shit. I don't know. Some of these dudes, man, I swear they gay as hell, and it's just weird. I don't even know how to explain it to you, but very weird. Not to mention some of the shit you see on writing on the stalls and shit. Some of these guys are very questionable, man. Very, very, very questionable. So I say that to tell you, like, hey, it is a lot of shit going on out here. Um, I'm just trying not to be a part of it. All I'm trying to do at the end of the day is get my damn paycheck and go home. I ain't trying to be out here um, um, in the midst of all this BS that's going on, wrestling with motherfuckers. I ain't trying to do it. I ain't trying to do it. That's for the birds. Guys be on here talking shit all the time. You hear them talking shit. I ain't got time for that. If I wanted to deal with that shit, I go back to my old job and wrestle with motherfuckers. I ain't got time for that. I'm trying to get paid, go home, and at the end of the day, if I could do that, you know, I accomplished my goal. Because there's a gazillion different ways that shit could go wrong out here, and I ain't choosing one. I'm not choosing one of them. So j- just be alert. Is all I could tell you. Like hell, even I'm talking to you now. I'm looking. I'm mindful as these trucks come in, turning around, backing in. I'm mindful. I hear a sound if I'm in the sleeper and I get back there in the sleeper. I hear a sound. I get up and look because somebody might have hit me. Somebody might have bumped me. I'm mindful of what the fuck going on around me. You could call it paranoid. You could call it over concern, pettiness, pickiness, or whatever. But shit, I'm 30. How old am I? I'm 36. I'm 36 years old, right? And given the odds that I had growing up, I can assure you, I didn't even think I would make it past 21. So, me being 36, it worked for me all this far. It worked for me this far and this long, listening to my elders, listening to people who know what the hell they talking about, or who been in this game and doing what they doing for the longest. Listening to them. When I was young, I didn't necessarily listen to a lot of the older folks. I didn't. It took me getting to about 17, 18, after hearing Young Blood. You'll learn Young Blood. I got tired of hearing that shit, man. Tired of hearing that shit. But I'm like, man, these old cats must be they got to be on to something, because they keep predicting everything that happening to me. I'm like, these motherfuckers predicting the future. That's all I said.